consumer alert, more than a dozen U.S. airport websites were temporarily knocked offline this morning, and Russian-speaking hackers are claiming responsibility. The hacking affected 14 websites, including those for major airports in both Atlanta and Los Angeles. Now, there were no immediate signs that there was any actual impact to air travel, but it may have impacted people seeking, for instance, travel information. The hacking group, known as KillNet, listed multiple airports as targets. The group also claimed responsibility last week for knocking out some U.S. state government websites and briefly immobilizing a U.S. Congress website in July. TSA says it is investigating the hacking. The iPhone 14's new crash detection feature is causing some problems for users who ride roller coasters. Apparently, it's calling 911, thinking they're in a crash. The feature has also set off false alarms for emergency personnel near Cincinnati's Kings Island amusement park. The whole roller coaster issue. They've received at least 6 iPhone emergency calls since the new smartphones went on sale in September. So it's not a widespread issue, but it's a problem. Similar 911 calls have originated from passengers on a roller coaster at Six Flags Great America near Chicago. The same crash detection technology is also featured on the Apple Watch 8. The fix, though, is simple. Just put the phone or the watch on airplane mode before you get on a roller coaster. Gas prices are on the rise again. A gallon of regular could hit $4 in much of the country this week. It's already there in a few states. The recent rise comes after news of OPEC's decision to cut production last week. Several western states, though, are actually seeing some lower prices as they get some refineries back online. Right now, the national average is up 12 cents in the last week to $3.91, according to AAA. North Dakota's average up 8 cents to $3.76. Minnesota's up 14 cents in the last week to $3.79. Believe it or not, the countdown to Christmas is on. Major retailers are getting a head start on holiday deals. Some are even rolling out what they're calling Black Friday deals in October. But if you're overwhelmed already, you're not alone. Emily Akita has some tips to help you find your must-have items for the best price.
It's beginning to look a lot like Black Friday as major retailers look to kickstart the seasonal savings weeks before Halloween. Starting today, Walmart is rolling out rollback discounts on popular gift categories like beauty and electronics for the next 3 days. And Target is launching week-long Black Friday deals 3 weeks earlier than last year, cutting prices on appliances and toys, and even offering 50% off on select home items.
There are a lot of deals out there. Basically, Black Friday season has already started in full force.
And this is just the beginning. Amazon will kick off its Prime Early Access sale tomorrow. Expect the deepest discounts on Amazon products like Echoes, Kindles, and Fire TVs, but you'll also find steals on brands including Sony and Dell. And while Kohl's is dishing out 2 days of deals on the 11th and 12th, Bed Bath & Beyond's fall savings event features markdowns of up to 50%.
Everyone's looking for a deal right now.
The October savings have frugal holiday shoppers starting to check off their gift lists earlier than ever.
Here we are in the beginning of October, and I would say I'm 75–80% done my holiday shopping.
So what's pushing the so-called Christmas creep? Insiders say retailers are trying to clear out excess inventory and win over cautious consumers who are spreading out their shopping as inflation strains their wallets.
Retailers know that consumers are really stressed financially this year. There is some demand for shopping early because it does make it easier on your budget if you can be disciplined and spread out your purchases without overspending.
To ease the headache, experts say turn to technology. Websites like slickdeals.net source and compare prices online at multiple locations, with users voting on the best deals. While apps like Shop Savvy allow you to scan barcodes in person to find the lowest price, and Camel will track an item's price history on Amazon so you know if the sale price is truly a good buy. But with so many discounts coming in the countdown to Christmas, a key secret to saving is price matching. Target, Walmart, and Best Buy all say they will match prices on select items, but their policies vary. If Target, for instance, drops the cost of something you already purchased there, you can request a price match through Christmas Eve. So there may be no time like the present to get those gifts.
After the break, see how a recent brutal hit has the NFL changing its safety rules.